What is going on, everyone? Memory here. This is going to be my official fall anime lineup video. We're going to be going over what I plan to check out for this fall, what I plan to review and live react over. Mainly live react. I may throw some reviews out for the fall anime season. We'll see. But it's mainly, probably, most likely going to be live reactions. I did make a video like this for the summer. And as well, I did make a video like this like a month ago, which I don't know why I made that video, because at the time a lot of series weren't announced for the fall yet. And at the time, I didn't really have as big as a following as I have now. So this one going to be my official fall anime lineup, what I plan to check out, what I plan to live react over. So let's get right into it. We have, and I am using AniChart. It doesn't really matter which you guys use. You can use AniChart on my anime list. I don't really mind either. I'm going to be using AniChart. So yeah. And I have watched the trailers for a lot of these, and I've made videos over them. So yeah, if I don't really go into depth with the synopsis, that's why. Katsu 4, I haven't watched any of that. Brave Beats, it's a music. The story follows Hibeki Kazugumu, a 6th grader who meets an amusing little robot named Burikin while coming home from school one day. I'm gonna say no. I don't know. Yeah, probably a no. Cardfight Vanguard, I haven't watched any of Vanguard. My brother plays the game. I think he watches the anime as well, so I may have to tell him about that. Comet Lucifer, I have done a video over Comet Lucifer. I'm definitely going to be checking that out. The story takes place on the planet Gift, where precious crystals called Giftjum are buried in the earth. A young man named Sogo lives in Garden Indigo, a prosperous mining town. Sogo's hobby is to collect rare crystals. One day he gets wrapped up in a riot caused by his classmates Kanan, Roman, and Otto, and he loses his way until he finds a lake deep under the ground's mining ruins. There he meets a mysterious girl with blue hair and red eyes that gaze straight ahead. The story follows the adventure of what happens after this meeting. Definitely going to be checking that out. And the MC, the girl that he finds, looks so much like Shiro from No Game No Life. And I saw the trailer. It looks beautiful. The visuals, it looked amazing. If you guys haven't saw the trailer, you guys should definitely go check it out. It's an adventure fantasy mecha. So I'm going to love that. And just look at the cover. It looks awesome. So definitely going to be checking that one out. Concrete Revolutio. They should add an N on that so we could just call it Concrete Revolution. I think you can pronounce it either way. But yeah. I'm going to be checking this one out. It's by Bones. I'm a huge Bones fan. Action superpower. The stage is set in another Japan as a banquet of diverse superhumans unfolds. In an imaginary age of gods about 20 years ago after the war, Japan has grown and developed by leaps and bounds. What if all the superhumans ever written about in fictional stories existed at the same time? That's as far as I'm going to go, because that pretty much just tells you what's going to be going on. We're going to have a bunch of superhero-like villains fighting each other, pretty much, and that's going to be awesome. And I just love Bones and how they do things. They're behind Noragami and Eureka 7, two of my favorite animes of all time, so definitely going to be checking that one out. Dance with Devils, that's the reverse harem one. I'm not really into those, so I'm not going to be checking that out. Diabolic Lovers, I haven't watched the first season of that, and I probably never will, so I won't be watching that. Gakko Sentoshi Asterisk, I did do a video over this one as well. It's an action ecchi fantasy school sci-fi shonen. In the previous century, humanity was attacked by an unprecedented disaster, the Impact Invertia. The whole world was destroyed. However, humans acquired a new potential, the Genestella. I'll probably like this one, honestly, because it looks like we have a bunch of girls. I don't know how this isn't considered a harem. I think it should. But yeah, it looks pretty interesting. I mean, it's nothing we haven't saw before. You know, it's not anything unique or special, but we'll see. I'll definitely be checking that one out. Garo, I haven't watched Garo. I think there's a season 1 for this, I believe. There's some kind of series. I haven't watched any of Garo, so won't be checking that out. Gatchaman wa Usagi Desuka, I haven't watched the first season of that. That's pretty much a series, cute girls doing cute things. I'm pretty sure it's a comedy slice of life, so that's probably what it is. I'm not going to be checking that out. Haikyuu 2, that's a sports anime. I haven't watched season 1 of that. I probably won't get to that. Sorry, guys. If you guys are fans of Haikyuu, I won't be doing videos over that. Sorry. Next up, we have Heavy Object. This is one of the anime for the fall that I'm really looking out for, and that I think I'm going to love it. I know it's kind of early to say that, but I'm a huge action mecha sci-fi fan, mainly mecha and sci-fi. I mean, there's action in a lot of series, but I'm a huge mecha and sci-fi fan as of lately. I'm into Gurren Lagann, Eureka 7, Aldnoah 0, and I've heard good things about Heavy Object from the light novel, so I'm definitely going to be checking this one out. It's pretty unique as well. I'll read it for you guys. The science fiction war action story revolves around objects, powerful massive weapons that change the course of warfare, and elite object pilots. An odd elite girl named Melinda meets Quenser, a student who aims to become an object mechanic with the soldier in training Helvia on a snowy battlefield. If you guys haven't saw this trailer, you need to go check it out. It looks really good, and the objects is what they're called. They're freaking huge, and the one object, like the main object where the anime is focusing on, it's sick. It's so huge. It has so many fucking rockets and missiles on it. It looks sick, and I cannot wait for Heavy Object, so I'm definitely going to be checking that one out. Hida no Aria Season 2. I haven't watched Season 1. I literally downloaded that, and along with K Season 1, I downloaded the first seasons of them the other day, so I'm going to try and get to them so I can get to Seasons 2 of Hida no Aria and K, so we'll see what happens with that. That right now is a no, though. Unless I get to Season 1, then I'll be covering it on my channel. Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star. It's like a spin-off of it. I haven't watched any of Fist of the North Star, unfortunately. I know it's like a classic, and you guys are going to be like, how have you not watched that yet? But I started watching anime in the spring, and, you know, nobody introduced me to Fist of the North Star or anything like that, like Cowboy Bebop or those classics that I should have watched, like Lupin. Nobody introduced me to them, so I never watched them. So I'm not going to be checking out that spin-off series. JK Meshi, no information, and it looks like some kind of, it's a comedy, some kind of cooking, it looks like some kind of cooking show. I probably won't check that out. K Return of Kings, you guys heard what I said about that. If I get to Season 1, I'll be covering Season 2 on my channel. I also have to watch the movie as well, and K does look pretty good. I probably would like it, so I do need to get to Season 1 ASAP. Kami-sama Minarai Himutsu no Kokotama, probably not. Kids Magic, nah. Gundam, I mean, I haven't watched any of the Gundam series, so I'm not going to be able to. I want to get to the Gundam series. It'll just take me a while to watch it. So right now it's a no, unfortunately. Kendachi Shonen no Genkenbo. So that's a Season 2. I haven't watched any of that. It's a mystery shonen. I probably won't ever get to the Season 1 of that, so I won't be able to cover it on my channel. Next up, we have Lance. The battle action novel series revolves around Yutaru Hanafusa, a young man who is part of the last remaining order of knights in the 21st century, Knights of the World. Pretty unique name there. As he fights as a mysterious knight Lancer, he must hide his identity behind a mask. So that's a fantasy. This one actually was added recently to the fall anime lineup because like I said, I made a video before and it wasn't in that lineup. So I will be checking out that one definitely. It looks pretty interesting and sounds pretty interesting, so I'll be checking that out. Next up, we got good old Noragami Arigato, Season 2 of Noragami, which will adapt the manga's Bishamon arc. Bishamon, whatever you want to call her. Some people call her Bishamon, I call her both. So yeah. Action Adventure Shonen Supernatural. You know what we're going to get on Noragami by Bones. Definitely going to be checking this out. I don't think that was a surprise to you guys, but I've heard from people who have read the manga that the Bishamon arc is the best arc in Noragami, so I'm really looking forward to it. Any Noragami we get is good with me. I just love Yato, Yuking, Hiyori, Bishamon, all the regalias or whatever they're called. I forget. I think they're called regalias. I'm pretty sure I'm right on that, but yeah, I just love all the characters in that. I'm definitely going to be checking out that. One Punch Man, good old One Punch Man from Madhouse. I haven't watched the first episode yet. It is out, for those of you guys who didn't know that. Go check it out. I'm not going to check it out yet. I'm going to check it out when the official release, actually, you know, when it's officially released in October, so 16 days, 15 hours, 31 minutes if you want to be technical. The manga revolves around I don't think I have to say anything about it, actually, but it's an action comedy, sci-fi, seinen, superpower, supernatural, and the guy just fucking beats the shit out of everyone with one punch. So yeah, and I heard the animation was really, really good in the first episode. So yeah, I'm not gonna, you know, get too overhyped for it to, you know, raise my expectations for it, because I did that with God Eater and we all know how that turned out. So yeah, but it looks like Madhouse isn't going to disappoint. One Punch Man isn't going to disappoint. So yeah. Next up, we have this one with the really long name, Origai Oju-sama Gakko ni Shomen sample. Tasha gets Sareta Ken. I just did that, yeah. And the English name, it's something crazy too. I remember reading about it. So this is comedy, ecchi, harem, romance, school. I'm going to be checking it out because I'm a harem, ecchi fan, an ecchi harem fan. That's my roots. That's where I started with anime. But if it's too cliche, you know, and it's just boring, and, you know, it's stuff I've saw before with ecchi harems, I'm probably going to drop it. But I will be watching that, definitely. Asumatsu-san. Comedy. The series follows the characters from the Atsumatu manga after they become adults. Probably not. It looks kind of outrageous and crazy. Probably not. Seraph of the End Season 2. I haven't watched first season of Seraph of the End, which my brother is totally on me about that because I haven't watched it yet and I need to watch it. And if I do get to Season 1, if I do watch Season 1, so I have to watch Season 1 of Hida no Aria, K, and Seraph of the End. That's what I got to do, or try to do. If I do watch Season 1, I will do videos over Season 2 on my channel. So right now, that's a no. Owari Monogatari, I haven't watched any of the Monogatari series. I want to, trust me. I've heard a lot of good things about the Monogatari series, but there's just a lot of it. So maybe I'll be able to get to it, but right now it's a no. Until I watch the whole Monogatari series, I don't even know the order in which you have to watch it. So if you guys want to tell me that, I would really appreciate that. Next one we have Peeping Life TV Season 1 ? So do they not know if it's a Season 1 or what? Or what's going on there? That's definitely a no. It looks really freaking goofy. Slice of life comedy about pitfalls of Japanese society. That's definitely a no. Pokemon X, Y, and Z. I'm not a big fan of the Pokemon anime. I did watch the first ever Pokemon anime, like Indigo League and stuff like that, but I'm not really into the new stuff, you know. I'm into the games a lot, but not the anime, so I won't be checking that out. Calvary, that's what I'm calling this. Rakuda Kishi no Calvary, or Iyutan, whatever you want to call it. This girl right here, you guys see what I'm doing with my mouse right now. Stella Vermilion. I'm going to love this one. I can already tell. Action, fantasy, romance, school. I've heard some good things about it from the light novel. Definitely going to be checking this one out. It's also called The Tale of Worst One, and I mean, it's nothing really that special, like in terms of plot and what's going on, like the premise, but I think I'm going to love it just because Stella, look at her. I mean, in the anime, because I've watched the trailer and I've done a video over it, she actually has pink hair, which I've heard from people who've read the light novel that she has crimson red hair, that she doesn't have pink hair, and they don't know why they've changed it up. But either way, no matter what color her hair is, because you guys know I'm a huge red hair anime girl fan, I'll probably love her either way. So definitely going to be checking that one out. Next one, we have Sakura-san. And this one I'm calling the Bone Lover anime because both the MCs, I think, are into bones, like literal bones, like human bones. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be checking that one out. I might do a first impressions video on my channel, and then I won't cover it at all, and I'll do like a 3-episode test, like behind the scenes, if you want to say, and if it gets good, I'll continue covering it on my channel, kind of like what I did for Rampo Kitan, because we all know what happened with episode 2 with that. For me, I dropped it. So yeah. Next we have Shin Atashi Senshi. Outrageous misadventures of an almost normal family with a housewife, her husband, and their 2 kids, Yusuke and Mika, and wacky humor about... Probably not, guys. Shingeki Kaijin, so that's the Attack on Titan Chibi thing, a spin-off. I think the same events are going on, it's just in like Chibi form, and you know, Eren and Mikasa go to high school and all that stuff. I probably won't be covering it on my channel, but I will be watching it behind the scenes. I mean, I think we're all going to know what's going on. We're all going to know what's going to be going on in there. But, I mean, there's a lot of Attack on Titan fans out there. I'm an Attack on Titan fan, so I probably will be watching it behind the scenes, but won't be making any videos about it on my channel. Next up, Testament of Sister New Devil Season 2. Definitely, yes, going to be checking it out. A lot of people didn't like Season 1 of Testament of Sister New Devil. They called it a borderline hentai after the first couple episodes and then dropped it. I saw this stuff going on with the girls, and you know, the opie, the panty shots, all the fan service, all that stuff, the ecchi. I saw that as a plus. I watched it because I actually enjoyed it, the story, what was going on. So I'm definitely going to be watching Season 2 of Testament of Sister New Devil. And now we have Basara's dad fighting, which Basara's dad, whenever he was involved in Season 1, I loved it. I loved Basara's dad, so now he's going to be in action. I can't wait to see that. We got some new girls, some new characters, some new villains, so I can't wait for Season 2 of Testament of Sister New Devil. Oops. Next up, we have Soiku no Fafner. I haven't watched any of that. It's a drama mecha sci-fi. I do want to get to that. The first season actually is on my plan to watch. Next up, we have Star Mu Music School Shoujo Slice of Life. Probably not, guys. This one was recently added, I remember, because in the video I made originally it wasn't in there. Sobete ga F ni Naru, The Perfect Insider. It's a drama mystery seinen. The story of the original, I'm not going to try and say that name again, around Sohei Sakawa, a member of the Sakawa Research Lab, so that's pretty interesting. His last name is the same name as the research lab. He goes on a vacation held by the lab in Moe, And Moe Nishino Sano, the daughter of his mentor, joins the group on their vacation despite not being a part of the lab. There, the two end up finding a corpse. Probably not, guys. Sorry, I'm just not really, it's not up my alley. I may check it out on the side, and if I like it, I'll do it on my channel, but right now it's a no. Next up, we have Taimoto, Gaku, and 35 Shiken Shoutai. I did a video on that like the other day, like yesterday, or the day before that, I believe. Pretty much what we have going on, we have a guy surrounded by a bunch of girls, so he has a harem, and they fight these magical beings. So, yeah, I'm going to be checking it out. It's an action ecchi fantasy harem military school, and I get Trinity 7 vibes from this. I don't know why, but I do. Obviously, there's not really the same stuff going on. We don't have like a demon lord or, excuse me, anything like that. But all the girls, like in Trinity 7, I loved all the girls. I didn't have a problem with any of the girls in Trinity 7. I think this one will be the same for me, so I definitely will be checking that one out. Next up, we have Yutawari Rumano. I know there is a original series of Yutawari Rumano, and this one is kind of, it's not a second season, it's like a alternate kind of deal, an alternate setting kind of thing we have here. And I did do a video over this one as well, but the video I actually made was for the game. I'm pretty sure it was a video promoting the game and the anime. I may be wrong about that, but this one looks sick. It looks awesome, and I haven't watched the original series, but I don't think you have to watch the original series to watch this one. So I'm definitely going to be checking it out. When I came to, I realized I was standing in the middle of a vast snowy plain I knew nothing of. I didn't know how I got there, and to add to that, I couldn't remember anything, not even my name. I stood there dumbfounded at my absurd situation. But then, as if to spite me further, a gigantic monster suddenly appeared, an insect-like creature that began to bear down on me. I tried desperately to run, but it cornered me into a hopeless situation. It was then that the girl appeared. Her name was Kuon. It was this beautiful girl who bore an animal's ears and tails who saved my life. I think this one's going to be awesome. It's an action, drama, fantasy, sci-fi, and I'm definitely going to be checking that out. Valkyrie Drive Mermaid, part of the Valkyrie Drive project, which will include a console game, a smartphone game, and an anime. Probably not. I may watch this on the side. It may be one of those like Bikini Warrior type deals that it probably won't be the greatest, but we'll see. It's an action ecchi fantasy, and looks like we have some Yuri action going here. You know, two girls rubbing up on each other. So I might watch that one on the side, but I probably won't be covering it on my channel. I might do like a first impressions. We'll see. World Trigger, I haven't watched any of World Trigger, unfortunately. I don't really know much about World Trigger, so if you guys could tell me a little bit about it, I really appreciate that, and I might get into World Trigger. Next up, we have Young Blackjack. I did plan on checking this one out. Young Blackjack is a prequel to Osamu Tezuka's classic manga series about a brilliant maverick doctor who practices without a license. I'll give it the 3-episode test. I'll probably do a video, first impressions video, and we'll see how it goes from there. So much like the one up there I did, I forget which one it was. I think it was, let's see here. It was the Bone one, the Bone Lover. Yeah, that's what it was. This one right here, Sakurako-san. I think that's what I said. Whatever. The 3-episode test, I may do a first impressions over it. We'll see. Yuri, I haven't watched any of that, so no. Summer Leftovers, Aquarion Logos. I haven't watched any of the Aquarion series. I do want to watch the first season of Aquarion. I've heard Logos isn't that good, but I do want to eventually get to the Aquarion series because I'm a mecha fan, sci-fi fan. Lupin the Third. I haven't watched any of Lupin. Like I said, when I first got into anime, nobody introduced that kind of, you know, those shows to me like the classics. So yeah, I can't really do anything about that. I'm not going to be able to check it out. Yushio Totoro, that's 26 episodes, and I haven't watched it. I probably won't watch it. I don't know, it's not really up my alley. And I know what you guys are probably thinking right now. Gate isn't in the Summer Leftovers. Gate, I guess, has officially been changed to 12 episodes. I guess there's only 12 episodes of it. We've all thought it was going to be 24, but I guess now it's only 12 because my anime list has changed it to 12. It's not in the Summer Leftovers. So I'm guessing we're only getting 12 episodes of Gate. Maybe there'll be a season 2. I'm not really sure. But Gate, I guess, is only 12 episodes now, which is kind of surprising and kind of shocking at the same time. So, yeah. TV shorts. We're going to kind of breeze through this one. Second season of Amiri Koko no. Anatora EX. The anime follows 5 girls who are aiming to become idols. No, that's not up my alley. Doshimoto Ito no Ni Heritai. No, that looks kind of weird. Fushigi no Samura-chan, no. Hakadal, no. Edoshi no Muko, the happy daily life of Muko and Not Too Bright Akito dog and his owner, Kamatsu-san the glass blower. That actually looks pretty interesting. Slice of life. I'll give it a go. I'll check it out probably. Kagewani, the mysterious monsters that appear and attack in present time. The people can only be played with by them in this extreme situation. Why do these monsters appear to attack people? Sasuke Banba, a scientist, searches for the truth with the keyword Kagewani. A new feeling of panic suspense animation begins. Mystery supernatural. Probably not, guys. Like I said, I might watch it behind the scenes. We'll see what happens. Probably not, though. Katsukigata-kun, 3rd season, no. Komori-san wo Katawari Warinai, I couldn't really see it because of the lighting. Comedy Seinen and Slice of Life. Shiori Komori is a 14-year-old girl who is so nice that she cannot turn down people's requests. She gains amazing abilities while she fulfills people's requests. There are many fun and happy things in her life since she is an adolescent middle school student after all. Probably check that one out. It might be one of those like Danchi Guy series that I cover on my channel that I'll do live reactions over because it looks like, you know, we got some cute girls, we're gonna have some funny stuff going on here, so I probably will. Kawaban, horror anime, not up my alley. Kofu, Zombie Neko, it's like a cat who turns into a zombie, or a cat that has turned into a zombie, pretty much goes around a town. Definitely not up my alley, not going to be checking that out. Mini Vanguard 2, no. Miss Monochrome, the animation 3, no. Neko no Daien, we have a bunch of cats, and that's a season 2 anyway, so I'm not going to be able to check that one out. I don't want to check that one out. Osen Yosei Hakone-chan, the story follows Hakone, a hot spring spirit who descended to a spa resort on Earth. However, with her long slumber, she looks like a little girl on the outside. The Yosei in the title is a wordplay on the Japanese words for fairy and a young child. The high school boy, Toya, stumbles across her at a hot spring and ends up joining Hakone and retrieving her original powers. It actually sounds pretty interesting. I'll check that one out. Comedy Seinen and Superpower, so I'll give that one a go as well. Might live react on that one alongside this one, Komori-san right there. Next up, Tante Team, KZ Jiken Note. Mystery. There is the glib and attention grabber leader, Kozomi Wadatake, the mysterious expert of personal relationships, the smart and stoic math genius. Probably not. It looks alright. I might check it out behind the scenes. Probably won't cover it on my channel though. Taikyu 6, 6th season. I don't know how you have 6 seasons of that, but I won't be able to check it out. Movies. Let's move into the movies, guys. Ajin Shodo, adventure, horror, mysteries, seinen, supernatural. Ooh, I don't know. It looks pretty interesting. 17 years ago, immortals first appeared on the battlefields of Africa. Later, rare, unknown, new immortal life forms began appearing amongst humans, and they became known as Ajin. Just before summer vacation, a Japanese high school student is instantly killed in a traffic accident on his way home from school. However, he is revived, and a price is placed on his head. Thus begins a boy's life on the run from all of humankind. That sounds pretty interesting, actually. And I'm not really into horror anime. They're not really up my alley. But that sounds pretty good. And I might have to check that out. So we'll see. Arpeggio of Blue Steel. Haven't watched that. I do want to get to it, actually, soon. So that movie's a no right now. Chibi Morocco-chan movie, no. Cyborg 009 vs. Devilman, no. Digimon, no. I have watched the original Digimon like when I was a kid, but I'm not going to watch that, honestly. Sorry, guys. An extra episode, I haven't watched any of that, so I'm not going to be able to watch that. Girls on Panzer movie. I do want to watch that series, actually. It's like a bunch of girls in the military, a bunch of cute girls in the military, so I won't be able to check out the movie, obviously, because I haven't watched the series, but I do want to get to that hopefully sometime. There's a lot of stuff I have to watch, guys. Go Princess Prick Here movie. No, that's like, I haven't watched any of that. Gaikusatsu Kiken. This one's on my plan to watch, I believe, actually. It's the war on terror exploded literally the day Sarajevo was destroyed by a homemade nuclear device. The leading democracies have transformed into total surveillance states, and the developing world has jumped under a wave of genocides. The mysterious American John Paul seems to be behind the collapse of the world system, and it's up to intelligence agents Clavis Shepard to track John Paul across the wreckage of civilizations to find the true heart of darkness, a genocidal organ. I'll be checking that one out. They don't really have, I don't think they have the genres listed here, but it sounds pretty interesting and looks pretty interesting, so I'll check that one out. Harmony, I don't know what's going on with the genres here. They like, oh, military, oh no, that was Girls on Panzer. I think it's just so long that they're not showing it or something. In the future, utopia has fully been achieved thanks to medical nanotechnology and a powerful ethic of social welfare and mutual consideration. I might give it a shot. I don't know. Free. I haven't watched any of Free, so no. This one looks kind of weird. A sci-fi. The story of the Empire of Corpses. Ooh, someone actually told me about this. The Empire of Corpses. And they told me to do a video over the trailer. So I might have to do that actually. The story of the Empire of Corpses takes place in 19th century Europe and revolves around John Watson. He is scouted by the government to become a secret agent. However, Watson lives in a world where Frankenstein's human corpses that are repurposed with a false soul in order to use them as laborers are used to improve industrial development. That's actually pretty unique and interesting. It sounds kind of weird and it looks kind of weird, like, you know, creepy. Not really like weird, but kind of creepy wise. But I will actually, the person who told me to do a video over the trailer, I will do that soon actually for you because I wanted to, and I remember you telling me about that, so I'll have to put that down for something I have to do. Next up, Tamayuri, the third movie. I haven't watched any of that. Wake Up Girls, haven't watched any of that. Haven't watched the first movie, obviously. Yokai Watch Movie 2, haven't watched any of that. Now we got OVAs, ONAs, and specials. Aria the Avenir, I think that's based off Aria the Adventure, obviously. Yeah, it is. I haven't watched any of that. Big Order, bundled with the 8th volume of the manga Big Order. Action Shonen Superpower. I'll check that out. That actually looks pretty interesting and looks pretty sick. I'll check that one out. Fate Khalid, I haven't watched any of that. Fate Stay Night Unlimited Blade Works 2nd season. No, I haven't watched that. Unfortunately, I want to get into the Fate series. I still have to watch. I believe Fate Zero is the first one that you have to watch. Pretty sure. Yeah, so I have to get to the Fate series. I really want to. Hayuku, I haven't watched any of that. Hantsu X Trash. Hamaji Yohei, a high school freshman, lives his life aimlessly lazing around all day. He can't keep up with his studies, no good at sports, and won't stick with anything for long. Besides that, he's a pervert who's continuously rejected by girls. A sophomore convinces him into joining a club where he could lunge at girls, fondling and touching all he wanted. Thus, he joined the Water Polo Club. Nice. Can Yohei, who never sticks with anything for long, find his place in this club? Probably not, but I'm saying he won't be able to find his place in the polo club. I'll check this out. Comedy, ecchi, romance, school, scene in sports. It's a short, it's a special, it's whatever, so it's probably not that long. I'll check it out though. It says 1 episode, so we'll see. And you know, look at that opie right there. You know, what's not to love about that? Hero Company. Comedy Seinen. A hero is a job that in the face of danger and adversity or from a position of weakness display courage and the will for self-sacrifice. Would you like to work as such a hero in our company? Probably not. You may transform, manipulate a huge robot, or fight as a squad. Shall we realize your dream in our hero company? Maybe. Probably. It's a no as of right now, but I may give it a couple episodes. We'll see how it goes from there. I won't be covering it on my channel, obviously, but yeah. Hibeke Euphonium. No, I haven't watched any of that. Himoto. I haven't watched any of Himoto, which going into the summer, it just looked like something I wouldn't be into, so I didn't watch it. And then a couple episodes came out and people were telling me how awesome it was. So I do have to get to Himoto. I don't know when that's going to happen. Kami-sama, I haven't watched any of that. Kido Senshi Gundam, The Origin. I think, yeah, that's a Gundam kind of thing. I haven't watched any of the Gundam series. Kuroko no Basket, haven't watched any of that. I haven't watched a lot of stuff, guys, and it sucks. Magical Sweet Prism, Nana. In a future not too distant from ours, Nanago City is a beautiful city in Japan surrounded by mountains and ocean sides. The sensitive adolescent girls who live there are each opening up doors to their own unique possibilities. No one wants to forget the path they take to adulthood. It's a magic. It actually looks pretty good. Not pretty good, but it looks like something I may be interested in. I mean, look at the girls. They look pretty cute. It's a short OVA special, whatever. So I'll check that one out. Makuro no Danshi. Yeah, I'm not going to be checking that one out because I think this person right here is like in love with pillows or something. Yeah, so no. Monster Strike, an anime adaptation of Monster Strike mobile game by Mixi. I will be checking that one out actually because I read the synopsis on My Anime List. There's a lot more on that one. But Monster Strike, I'll probably check it out. Nagano Yuki-chan, I haven't watched any of that. Nisekoi OVA, haven't watched Nisekoi yet, which I want to. Noragami OVA. I think this is for, I don't know if this is for Arigato. I think it's for the original Noragami actually because they still, I think they plan on having 4. They plan on having 4 OVAs come out, and 2 have only been released, and I've watched both of them, and I'm still waiting for the 2 other OVAs. So I think that's what that is right there. Seraph of the End, haven't watched any of that. Food Wars of Shogeki no Sama, haven't watched any of that. Strike the Blood, haven't watched Strike the Blood yet. Tokyo Ghoul Pinto, the story follows how Shu Tsukiyama and Chi Hori met. So that's coming out on Christmas. Sorry about my eye, it was itching right there. Probably won't check that out. I don't know, probably not. Then we have Triage X OVA, which I watched Triage X actually pretty recently, so I guess I'll check that OVA out. You know, it won't hurt anybody. It's not like I'm going to make a video about it or anything. So yeah, that's pretty much it. The fall season, looking pretty promising. There is some stuff that I'm looking out for. Heavy Object, Noragami, Testament of Sister, New Devil, One Punch Man, Comet Lucifer, you know, Calvary, Gaku Sentoshi Asterisk, Yutawari Rumano, Tamaru Gaku in 35. We'll see. It's not, there's not going to be as much probably for this season for me on my channel as much as the summer season, but we'll see how it goes. I don't think, man, it's going to be close because One Punch Man, Noragami, and Testament of Sister New Devil for me are the ones I'm really looking forward to, and Heavy Object. I don't know if this one's going to be better than the summer, though. The summer was incredible. Literally, I think I enjoyed, like, every anime I watched for the summer, honestly. The only one I was kind of disappointed with was Sky Wizards Academy and Bikini Warriors, which I'm not really counting shorts there. But, yeah, the summer was awesome. We'll see if the fall can live up to it. I do have some special things coming. I have my top 10 summer anime coming up, and I do have my top 10 fall upcoming anime. So I'm going to compile a list for those and make videos and edit them and make them look pretty nice and good for you guys, and I'll upload them to my channel. So let me know what y'all thought about this video. What are you looking forward to for the fall anime season? Thank you for watching this video. Peace out.